Good evening once again, everyone, and welcome to George Simonian Alumni Stadium on the campus of Chelmsford High School, where tonight the 2-2 Chelmsford Lions are going to entertain the 2-2 Dracut Middies in a series game number 77 that goes back to 1936. Tonight, the Lions are trying to break a two-game losing streak. The Middies are doing the same thing, and the winner of this football game will have a pretty good situation come playoff time. Howie, the Lions played, I thought, one of their finest football games of the season last week. Couldn't get punched into the end zone, but played very well.
Right, they did, Bruce. The defense stepped up. I'm looking for the defense to play again really well tonight. There was a close game until well into the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, we had an injury with Matt Hooten, and so we had to go to a second quarterback, Mike Vecchione. And the Lions just stalled on one of their drives that could have tied it up, and maybe they would have gone ahead.
And Rob, last year, about the same week, we were standing in Dracut. We all predicted the Lions' victory. They were both 2-2. It's very similar tonight.
Exactly, it is. And, one thing I think from last year, Chelmsford has a lot of confidence. They've had a lot of confidence every week. They made some mistakes along the way, but they seem to be bouncing back. Last week should be a big feather in their cap in terms of confidence, because that's a good Bridgewater Raynham team, and they did everything but win that game. So I'm looking for this to be, number one, a great game, but I'm looking for Chelmsford to come on top.
And I think I agree with you as well. I know Howie does too. I should have introduced my partners, Howie Neal and Rob Russo, and we're very happy that you're with us. Hope you can stay with us for the game. We have two interviews with players that are really interesting. The first one is Bunn God, and he is a tackle on offense and defense. He is having one of the best seasons of any Lion, and in the interview I made one mistake. I should have complimented Christian on his punting, which I did not do. So let's listen to Bunn God.
Bruce By, I'm very happy to have as my guest right now, Bunn God, one of the stalwarts in the offensive line, defensive line for the Chelmsford Lions. And Chris, offense or defense, which is your preference?
I'd have to say defense, because it's where I've been playing my full 4 years, and I just switched to offense this year, so I definitely go with defense.
Chris, coming up into the Dracut game this Friday night, the season is similar to last year, 2-2, coming to Dracut. The expectation is, of course, you want to win the football game, but is it different this year?
No, that's pretty much all we need right now is a W. Pretty much just go 1-0.
Dracut presents the option, so does that present problems for the defense?
I don't think so. I think the coaches do a great job of preparing for the teams, so I think we'll be fine.
Chris, congratulations on your season last year as well. You're one of the really fine football players at Chelmsford High School, and it's a pleasure to do an interview with you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
For CHS TV, Bruce By, I'm Bunn God.
Welcome back, and good luck to Christian. Howie, the Dracut Middies option presented problems for the Lions last year.
Yeah, it's a mirror image of what the Lions try to do, so they ought to be able to defend it, at least in theory. Now they have to go out and actually do it. Dracut has good speed. The Lions, their speed is average, so that could be a problem. I don't know if how their passing attack is. Our defensive backs had a great game last week, breaking up some real key passes in key down situations. So I'm hoping to see a good defensive battle tonight from the Lions.
And Rob, we lost Matt Hooten midway through the football game last week. Matty has bounced back. He's going to play tonight. What's his status?
Well, I was talking to the coaches, and he practiced all week. Right. I think we're fortunate about that. You saw a little bit of a letdown. Mike Vecchione did a great job stepping up, but as we all know, quarterbacks who start get most of the reps in practice, and that's no different here. There's promising future, but Matt's the key, I think, to running this offense with his experience. So he's good to go, and I think you're going to see a great game from him.
And one of the other guys that will have to defend, will have to open some holes for Salapoli and for Matt, Brendan Pock, and he is our next interview. And Brendan is a great guy. Let's listen to that one.
CHS TV, Bruce Byam, very happy to have Brendan Park with me this afternoon, offensive lineman, Chelmsford Lions, and you've had an excellent season. You have opened some nice holes for running backs and protected your quarterback. Talk about your season a little bit.
You know, we had some up and downs, but coming out here every day, working hard, putting in the work, it's paying off. We're not getting the outcome we want, but, you know, we're putting in work and we'll get there.
I thought last Saturday, a tough game with Bridgewater Raynham, but I thought it was one of the finest efforts that you guys have had in quite a long time. How did you feel about it?
I was very sad, but, you know, it's a really good team and we all played really hard.
I wish you a lot of luck against Dracut. They present the option. Does that present any difficulties for you guys?
No, we're just going to tear it up.
Fantastic. I want you to go 3-2, 1-0, as you said, and get a big win tonight, Friday night, against the Dracut Middies.
Thank you.
For CHS TV, very happy to have my guest, Brendan Park. Thank you.
And good luck as well to Brendan. That's the part of the show that I know everybody really looks forward to. It's prediction time, and Rob, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going first. All right, well, like I said, I think Chelmsford has much confidence, gained much confidence over the last couple of years with the new system. Matt's back and healthy, and he can run this offense. He's proved it very well. So Chelmsford 24, Dracut 21.
And partner, your turn.
All right, I was glad to see Matt running with the ball last week. It took a little of the pressure off of Sal Lipoli. I'd like to see McCarthy and Caruso get a little more involved this week. And I'm going with the Lions 21, Dracut 7.
And Howie and I did not converse before our predictions were made. I said 21-7 also. Last year they lost 15-7, so let's hope the Lions bounce back tonight in a very big way. Thanks to Craig Robertson for his excellent camera work. We have one more interview with one of the assistants, Chris Harrington, and I think you'll enjoy listening to Chris. A bundle of enthusiasm, and this is his life during the fall. So stay with Chris. The junior high school combined bands will be with the marching band tonight, and they will take us through the national anthem coming up very shortly. Stay with us for kickoff.
We'd do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
All right, listen, we all need a little nudge sometimes. I don't function without coffee in the morning, but it is going to take more than a double mochaccino to help you here.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero oír. Danny, no lo puedo hacer. Quiero oír. Danny, lo voy a hacer.
CMC, liking your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs. Just keeping it real.
Louder! Louder! I'm gonna get my GED! Come on! Get your GED!
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Can you concern with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now.
No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child.
So let's join hands, book people unite.
Unearth hidden passion.
Tomorrow have a good time.
Planting seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic.
Change the writing on the wall. Writing on the wall.
One book can make a difference. One book can inspire a child. One book can be the fundamental thing that helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
To George Simonian Alumni Stadium, the captains are at midfield, meeting with the officials. They're just about ready to go to the center of the field. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, Rob Russo, and check the game time temperature, folks. It's a beautiful, balmy, Rob.
62 degrees.
Yeah. And I like that zero chance of rain. Isn't that nice?
Well, I have a complaint because I just put in a new lawn. I need rain.
Oh, I see. Well, then you won't. Now you don't have to cut it, right?
That's right.
And in the introduction, I left out two very important people. Runner, of course, with the stats. And we have a new helper, a statistician assistant tonight, a former Chelmsford High School longtime football coach, John King. And we're real pleased to welcome John here, and maybe we'll get some tips from him before the night is over. And as always, the dean, the man of the stadium himself, Mr. George Simonian. And we're thrilled that he can be with us. Dracut captains, number 24, Nick Carter, number 45, Alan French, and number 61, Josh Salem. And the Lions have their 6 captains coming out on the field, as you can see. Hooten, and let's come down the list from Hooten. Vecchione, number 9, 11, Chris McCarthy, 21, Sal Lapoli, 32, Christian Finn, and 50, Jack Slattery. Let's see if we can pick up the referee and listen to the coin toss.
I'm Mr. Sim. I'll be your referee today. He'll be the umpire. Very good at catching hold. Mr. Jarrett will have the chains. Chains are run on the Dracut sideline. Mr. Farrell will be the back judge. He'll have the play clock, guys. Right, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 yards. Mr. Emerson will have the official clock. Kept on Chelmsford sideline. We'll keep that clock as close as we can, guys. All right, so football's a game of emotion, right? Keep that emotion on your side of the ball. White's off the white, red's off the red. It's a beautiful night, 2 good football teams, and we'll have some fun tonight. All right, this is the coin we're going to use. It's a Kennedy half. That's the heads, tails, heads. NFL style, what would you like? Call the tails. Gotta look for it on the turf. It is a tail. Okay, your choice, Chelsea. Dracut won the toss. First and second half.
They have the first. So Chelmsford will end up with the football starting on offense tonight for the very first time. in quite a long time that they are going to receive the kickoff. And we have two 2-2 football teams playing in a very important Merrimack Valley Conference Division II game. This is has real playoff implications. The other games were important, but this one has even more importance than the first four.
Well, the way the system works now is you have 12 teams in our league, and so the top 8 make it into the playoff system. So you have to have at least 3 wins.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be one of those teams that gets left out, as Howie said earlier. It's
Right.
no fun.
No, it's no fun at all. The Lions are receiving the kickoff, so I'm going to give you a tentative offensive lineup. Slattery, Bunn God, Gilman, Polk, and Sweeney. The interior receivers, Finn, Caruso, and McCarthy. Quarterback, Matt Hooten, and running back, Sal Lopoli, number 21.
And here you see the graphic on your TV screen where we have Chelmsford's first 2 wins, and they scored a lot of points in those 2 games. And then their loss, Bridgewater Raynham 0-13, really it's a 0-7 game. And Lowell was a lot of mistakes, and so the 16-35 is really kind of not indicative of how well Chelmsford's playing.
Mike Vecchione and Masab Wahid back for the Lions. Jacob Rivers kicks it. It's a pooch kick.
Finn's
caught by Finn, and he's Christian had a hole. It was big if he didn't get taken down. But the Lions get great field position out of this.
Yeah, nice to have a short field to start with. Get the offense rolling. Get some points on the board.
1st and 10 for the Lions at the 43. We'll call it the 42-yard line. It's almost to the 43. And Howie had the names and numbers right for the Lion offense. First play of the football game from scrimmage. Hooten, who was not able to play the second half last week, back in there at quarterback. He gives it to Lopoli, and he comes across the 45, maybe a pickup of 3 on the play. Taken down by number 51 for Dracut, Ian Godbout.
Watching film on Dracut, the small amount that I did see, Dracut has a very physical attitude. They're not a big team, but they are physical.
They're not only not big in size, they only have 38 football players, and 4 or 5 of them are not dressed tonight. So they are short-staffed in the team, and maybe can get worn down as this game goes along. 2nd and 7. Vecchione in motion.
Blitz.
Lopoli, big hole, across the 50, close to first down, maybe a little bit short.
There they incorporated Vecchione as a blocking back, and there was a nice little hole for Sal to run through.
3rd and a yard for the Lions. These 2 teams have played one common opponent, and that's Westford Academy, and both teams really kind of beat them up. Lopoli, first down and a little bit more than that to the 41-yard line.
Anyone who watched the Patriots game 2 weeks ago, Vecchione is doing what the Patriots are doing with Gronkowski. They're bringing him in motion from his slot and running an isolation up inside.
And that's just a mirror image of the play before it.
Lopoli gets outside, picks up probably 4 on that play. He's across the 40. He's down to the, where are they going to put it? At the 36-yard line. So that's a pickup of 5 for Lopoli. Lions have come out and decided to run this football right at the smaller Dracut Middy defensive line. David Kaiser on the sideline going through some signals to Matt Hooten. Matt changes the play. Vecchione again in motion. Lopoli tries to follow. He's in the open. He has the 20 and to the 19-yard line.
Nice job. They got a flag.
Though. This could come back for holding right at the spot where it usually is. Let's see. Could be. We won't anticipate. Let's see what it is.
Here's the replay.
Tough to see.
Yeah.
And they are bringing the ball back
And it is holding.
Holding on the Lions. So a big first down run by Salapoli is negated. It's going to go back 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
2nd and 15,
And
14.
Right. 2nd and about 15.
They ran away from the motion of Vecchione that time for the Poli.
Hooten looks to throw it. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he's taken down. Big loss.
Not much there for him. It was penetration right away.
Yeah, they had a stunt number 4 for the Middies.
Simpson.
Simpson came off the offensive right edge.
So penalties, guys, we've talked about it before, are just absolute drive stoppers. The Lions were rolling down the field and get a penalty, and now they have 3rd and about 25. Hooten looks to throw it deep, and nobody around that football. It's 4th down, and there's the drive stopper.
Yeah, that's the intended receiver was Lapoli down the seam in the middle.
So Christian Bunn God will be on to punt it for the Lions. And how quickly things can turn around.
Yes. Yeah.
Dracut doesn't totally believe that the Lions are punting here. They're not going to send anybody back deep. But I think the Lions, this is a mistake, I think. I could see a fake, but not on 4th down and 25.
Chelmsford has some confusion. There seems to be an extra play trying to get in. And
yeah, Chelmsford has forced to take a timeout.
Which, if they were going to try a fake, doesn't help now.
No.
Awful long ways to go with a fake.
Yeah, that's too far to go, and I can't believe that Dracut isn't putting at least one guy back.
Yeah.
And now they're going to. They're going to drop back number 24, who is their best running back, Nick Carter, and he's going to have a partner back there with him.
Tough to read their numbers.
Yes, their numbers are very difficult to see. Bunn God is standing at the 35-yard line. Plenty of time, good snap. It's a good high kick. And it takes a Dracut bounce and comes back up the field, and the Lions down it. So Dracut will start at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
Joe Vecchione first down there to touch the ball.
Their quarterback is number 7, Cameron McCullough. Nick Carter is their running back.
Yep. Number 7, Carter.
McCullough.
Cameron McCullough, left-handed quarterback. Likes to throw on the run.
He is a junior quarterback. And he's trying to run it to the right side, and he has pretty good yardage on the right side. He has very good first down yardage. McCullough on the keeper, and he went right around the left side of the defensive line.
Yeah, nice. Had some nice blocking out there, and he was able to get around the edge. We didn't set the edge very well.
I said first down. I'm correct myself. It's a 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and a yard.
Must have stepped out of bounds.
Yes.
And one of the keys tonight, too, for Chelmsford's defense is to set an edge. They are a little bit faster than we are, so they can't allow them to get outside.
And they couldn't do that a year ago. It's a fake. It's a pass. He had his receiver, but little too much air underneath it. Looking for Jacob Rivers, the coach's son.
They had two people open.
They did.
Wide open.
3rd and a yard. Lions were playing the run, I think, and the pass was wide open.
Yeah.
Their head coach is Jason Rivers. He's in his 4th season. He has only 8 wins against 26 losses, but he did have a good season, 6-5 last year. Straight ahead, McCullough burst through the hole. First down, plenty more yardage, still on his feet. And he had a very big hole. Slattery there on the tackle.
Dracut's speed is showing in this offense.
Already.
We're hitting the hole. They're hitting the hole very quickly.
So they are taking the ball to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. I think it's important, as Rob said and Howie said, to establish the defense as they did last week. McCullough rolls it to his left, fires it, and it's caught. Nice. No, incomplete.
No.
Nice play defensively by Finn. 2nd and 10. He thumped him on that.
Yes, he did. Lopez was the intended receiver, number 10.
McCullough does like, as Howie indicated before, he does like to throw on the run. And he has the ability to scramble, which is difficult to defend. Dracut has 2 receivers bunched at the top of the screen. It's a sweep. The Lions are there.
Nice job.
Back that one up real well. Vecchione.
Vecchione coming from the linebacker spot. Christian Finn strung it out well to give Vecchione the opportunity to come in and make the tackle.
And that's one of the things I think we need to see more and more from Chelmsford's defense is when Chelmsford's facing these spread offenses, those linebackers need to make stops at or behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 17 now for Dracut. It's a loss of 7 yards on that play.
Screen or option?
Fake up the middle and taken down. No fake that time on Christian Finn.
Nice
the
job.
color is planted. Lost another couple yards. 4th down and 20 now for the Middies.
And they are going to punt. The Lions back Mike Vecchione and Peter McCarthy will back deep receiving the punt.
Alan French is their punter, number 45. And he'll be kicking from about the 30-yard line. It's a good snap. And it's a good kick. And it takes a Lion bounce, and it's hit by Dracut, and the Lions will start this time from the 35, approximately the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Chelmsford.
Good stop by the Chelmsford D.
It was.
Good start. Started out a little shaky, but the Lions tightened up. Nice job. Good pass deflection by Finn. Good tackle, Vecchione in the backfield.
All right, let's see if the Lions can start rolling again as they were on their first drive. 2nd drive of the football game. Dracut jumps, but they get back.
We'll see Chelmsford exploit that later on in the game. They'll snap it when they're offsides.
That could have been, as you just said, snap it then, and they had free 5 yards, free play. Oh, Chelmsford's in motion. So the penalty bug jumps up on 1st down. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Lions.
Turnovers, penalties. You have to limit those.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be really relaxed right now in this game. They seem to be a little over anxious.
Option.
Keeps it. Picks up the 5 that they lost. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Actually, 2nd and 12 for the Lions. Two teams that are really sort of fighting for their playoff lives here. Lapoli comes across the 35 to about the 38. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Lions. Tackled by number 51, Ian Godbout. All right, the Lions are faced with a 3rd down conversion here. And try to stay out of these 3rd and longs.
Well, that's a stat you have to look at.
And they're looking for McCarthy, and it's over McCarthy on the sideline. I think they thought they had a flag.
We're hoping for a flag, but they didn't get it.
I don't see a flag.
It was pretty close. I mean, there was some penetration on the blitz, and I mean, he was getting there about the same time the ball was.
So it is now 4th down. The Lions' second drive sputters at the 37-yard line. And once again, it is Mr. Bunn God to punt it.
Yeah, back deep, Carter and Lopez. Carter on your near side. Carter on the right, Lopez on the left on your screen.
You just had the TV audience had a great view from our man in the cherry picker.
Real nice.
Good high
Another
kick.
nice high kick.
Ooh.
This one takes a very good Lion bounce, and it's going to be blown dead at the 29-yard line, where Dracut will go on offense for the second time. So it's been a relatively even battle so far.
Yes.
And not that it's anytime soon, but halftime is going to prove to be a very nice show. We have the combined middle school bands joining the Chelmsford High marching band, and there'll be a band extravaganza at halftime. So, you know, make your popcorn, sit down, and enjoy that show.
Great thrill, I would think, for the kids to be able to come out under the lights on a Friday night. McCullough calls signals. McCullough hands it to Carter, and Carter gets maybe a yard or two.
I think that was
Becky
Alan
Young.
French.
That was
45.
Yes, 45. Yep.
Christian Finn did a great job standing up his blocker and stopping the forward momentum.
Pickup of 3, 2nd and 7. Ball is at the 32-yard line. French is the back beside McCullough.
Pass.
He rolls it to his right. He fires it on the sideline, and it's out of bounds. Did have a guy that was fairly open, but didn't hit him with it. So far, accuracy is a little bit suspect for McCullough.
Yeah, he looked like he pushed that. Nick Carter was the intended receiver, and that wasn't one of McCullough's better throws.
Peter McCarthy was coming downhill. They were in a zone defense that time and had read the quarterback's eyes.
3rd and 7. Lions with defense would like to get 3 and out here for the Middies. Vecchione shows blitz, and he's coming on the blitz. Pass is well overthrown and incomplete. And boy, did Vecchione bring the house on
number 2.
Yes, Jacob Rivers. That's a senior wrestling state champion hitting a sophomore. Dracut coaches are looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one. What did you guys think?
Well,
to be honest, I don't think he hit him that hard. If we have a
he was up in the air,
yeah.
And when Mike hit him, and I think
Coach Rivers is out on the field. He thought he did.
Yeah, he was calling the timeout to voice his opinion about the no call.
Right, and he's now going to the referee and talking about the call.
He's looking for unsportsmanlike, what the call would be in high school. I don't know if we have the replay. I didn't think there was much of a collision, honestly.
He's not going to win the argument. Maybe he's looking for one later on down the road, but he was not a happy camper. That's a full timeout that Dracut just took.
Yeah. No.
It's a punting situation.
It was close.
It was close.
It was a close call.
Would have been tough to argue either way.
I would not have thrown the flag, so I agree with the referees in this one.
I agree too. It's football. All right, back for the Lions. That's McCarthy.
McCarthy
for one.
and Mike. Mike, yep.
And this
short
is a
kick
that McCarthy can field and does. Nice job. It gave my heart in the throat a little bit at the 48, where the Lions will start their 3rd possession.
Yeah, very
of the
dangerous.
First quarter.
Very dangerous.
That's when he could have returned. We're going to see the replay right now of the play in question. Here it comes.
Pass a little bit long.
I don't see anything wrong.
I think
really.
I think Vecchione went up for the ball, went up to disrupt the ball, I think he actually pulled back a little bit when he saw that the ball wasn't.
Yeah,
wasn't
the
there.
ball wasn't catchable, and Mike went up for it to try to get it, and then that's when they collided.
I mean, it looks a lot more painful than it is because you're in the air.
Yeah.
First and 10, Chelmsford, 47-yard line. Lapoli comes across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Pickup of 4.
Kyle Sweeney pulling tackle or guard on that play. Nice little hole there for Sal.
Yeah, Sweeney from his right tackle spot, number 76.
He is a junior, I believe.
Kyle?
Can't read my own writing. He is. Yeah.
Yep.
Dracut's going to be offside.
Vecchione to the outside. Turns the corner briefly.
And you had somebody offside, Rob?
I'm pretty sure the defensive end on Dracut's left side was lined up offside.
Ah, okay.
Vecchione did pick up 3 on the play, but I think if that's correct, they'll take the penalty.
They'll get a free 5. It still remains second down.
So the penalty is assessed, marked off. It's going to be 3rd down and short yardage. 2nd down, excuse me, and about a yard at the 46-yard line. Lions have yet to complete a pass in this first quarter of the game.
I'm looking for Vecchione, Joe Vecchione in motion to do a little ISO for Sal like they opened the game with. Short yardage, but no, they trapped with Slattery.
Yeah, it's a first down. Coming across the line of scrimmage, Lapoli, already a lot of carries in this football game. To the 41, it's a 1st and 10, Chelmsford.
Sal's hitting the holes very nicely tonight.
He is.
Really getting in
quick.
there quick, and
right.
And I think everything he's done for the most part has been positive yards.
Peter McCarthy appears to have a size advantage on the defender out here. Lapoli taken down, nice tackle.
71?
71, yes.
No, that's Andy Damaris.
Line of scrimmage.
So no gain on that play, 2nd and 10. Damaris doing a nice job on that to make the tackle. He is only a sophomore. I'm sorry, he is a senior. Not a sophomore, senior. 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Toss inside. McCarthy, Caruso. Which one is?
That's Caruso.
Caruso, yes. For the first down.
Nice little double slant pattern.
For Caruso at his 8th catch of the season. And gives the Lions a first down.
See on a replay.
I've always felt that's a much easier throw for a right-handed quarterback to throw left than to throw right when you throw that slant.
There you had the inside receiver clear out. Caruso fall right behind.
Hooten, good read, keeps
Whoa.
it. That looked like a little bit of a horse collar.
Horse collar of some
Yanked
sort.
down at the 25. Peter Caruso is a junior receiver, one of Lenny Rapone, receiver coach. Wonderful athletes. Again, we've said it before, Lenny comes up with receivers every single year, and they hold on to the football.
Shout out to Coach Rapone, who had to attend a family wedding. Not sure why family members insist on getting married during football
Friday nights, right? That's the end of the first quarter with no score on the board, just as we did last game. At the end of the first half was no score.
Right.
Lions are driving, though. They're at the 25, where it will be 2nd and 8, and the teams will huddle around their coaches at the end of this quarter. We're going to take a break, and we'll huddle together, too. All right, we are back. Bruce Byram, Howie Neal, Rob Russo, Ronna Berman, and John King from Simonian Stadium. The Lions have a 2nd and 8. The ball is at the 25-yard line. And we are in quarter number 2.
And a shout out to Coach O'Keefe, who makes his return on the field clock.
On the field clock, yeah.
He thinks he's doing a great job, and we're going to let him think that.
That's right. And he little rusty, was off by 6 seconds, but that's not bad.
That's not too bad.
Coming back off the disabled list.
Unfortunately, now I'm in the obstructed view seat. I think Howie negotiated a better contract.
Yeah.
I have to rely on the TV.
Rob will go TV monitor. Hooten steps back, looks, fires.
McCarthy, double coverage. Intercept, no, incomplete.
Incompleted pass. That was risky. Broken up by number 8, Kyle Silva. A sophomore from Dracut. They have only 10 seniors on this football team.
And there's a flag, too.
And a flag. And Joe Vecchione was really hot, so I don't know if...
personal foul. Roughing a passer.
Oh, boy.
That's a big foul.
That will get your attention.
One of you guys mentioned the fact that I think it was you, Howie, that Dracut tends to have a little bit more emotion and chippiness, and it's actually I can see it starting to play out in the field with Chelmsford players actually kind of getting a little extra in.
I don't know if we had that last play, Tom, or not, for the roughing of the passer. We did not see it. We were following the football. Now there's the another timeout by Dracut. Or are they just trying to calm the game down a little here?
There's only... I think
it's a 15-yard penalty. It's going to take it down to about the 10-yard line. It's a personal foul. That will be close enough.
Looks like about the 12-yard line.
Okay. There is Coach Kaiser getting the explanation. Coach K, a little pat on the back to the official. That can't hurt, right? Just, nice job. You're doing great. Just keep it up.
Yeah.
Of course, that'll last as long as the flag stays on.
That's right. And it is at the 12-yard line where it's 1st and 10 at the 12. The officials now are talking to both sides of the football. I don't know if you actually talk to a football, do you? Do you talk to it? I just said that, didn't I?
To both sides of it.
Both
you do,
sides, you can, yeah, sure.
Well, you have
Although
to be fair.
there's actually with 4 panels though on a football.
Lapoli across the 10 to about the 6. It's when the football starts to talk back to you that you have to worry about.
Right, when it starts oinking back at
you. Good call. That's a gain of 4 on the play. Oh. 2nd down at the 7-yard line. Lions knocking at the door.
Flag.
Lapoli, we have a flag. This one's got to go against the Lions, and I think it's McCarthy.
Yeah. Illegal formation. Chelmsford really just running power football right now.
Exactly. There's nothing fancy. Offside. Dracut.
Coach Kaiser trying to get an explanation on this call.
I mean, it was a 1st down on the run, so you can refuse it. Doesn't help you to take it.
Right.
I think there's more yards in the run.
Coach K wants to know. Has his decision.
Offside Dracut.
Yeah.
1st down.
And it is a 1st and goal, and it looks like at about the 1-yard line. That's what Mike O'Keefe says anyway. He says the 1-yard line.
2-yard line. Coach King says the 2-yard line.
And Lapoli doesn't get there. He gets to the 1.
There's a good angle from Craig Robertson right down there at the pylon.
Crack photographer. He just left Chelmsford, though, he told us. He's living in Dracut now, so I hope he doesn't have a blue shirt on tonight.
You know, actually he does,
have a blue shirt. Yeah.
Second and goal. High snap. Lapoli.
No, he's not.
And he's
he
in
is
the end zone.
Yes.
Unless they blew the whistle.
Yes.
Oh, it is that should have been a flag right there. Somebody just belted Slattery in the helmet. But the Lions have the touchdown. They have the first 6 points of the football game. And for Lapoli, that is his.
That is a replay of it. We had Joe Vecchione jumped a little bit, but
nice
no flag.
move.
Sal doesn't ever go down. Yep.
The 8th touchdown of the season for Lapoli.
Kevin Hennessy on the kick.
Hooten the hold. The ball is down. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Lions have a 7-0 lead with 9:25 to go in quarter number 2. Nice drive by the Lions.
Right.
We'll take a break and we'll talk about it when we come back.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, that can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
And the Chelmsford Lions have just recovered a pooch kick, fumbled, muffed by the Middies.
It went right off the face mask of the intended receiver.
Right into Jake Coombs' hands.
Right, yeah,
Almost.
exactly. And it bounced back toward the Lions about 10 yards.
The Lions intentionally pooched it. Here it is. Take a look.
Here's the replay.
The ball's like a nice wobbly angle.
Boom, right in the head.
Yeah. Came back almost maybe 15 yards.
Yeah.
But off his helmet, then his own player sort of assisted it forward.
Yeah.
And Christian Finn, number 24 for the Lions, recovered it.
Jake Coombs.
Jake Coombs recovered that.
Dracut could have been offsides on this last play here because they've been jumping and we haven't been snapping the ball like we typically do.
First and 10, Chelmsford. Hooten's going to go for a big one. Rolls it out to the right. Keeps
throw it away.
Fires it, and incomplete. Good job to throw it away.
Yep. Coach Marshall should have had that. I thought that was coming right in his hand.
Second and 10 for Chelmsford. They are starting at the 48-yard line. They've got to convert a turnover now. They haven't had many this season. So it would be nice to be able to convert one. Matty seems to be just a little bit off tonight throwing the football. Vecchione in motion. Makes a block. Lapoli cuts with that block. Gets another one on the outside, down the sideline.
Nice block out there. Peter McCarthy did a nice job stock blocking on the defensive back.
There were 3 good blocks. Vecchione was one of them. I didn't see the second one, but maybe, was that McCarthy?
No, the third one downfield.
Okay.
To give Lapoli another 10 yards.
Big pickup, 24-yard pickup for Lapoli.
Here's the replay here.
There's Vecchione.
Vecchione.
And Christian Finn
Finn right
one.
there. Yep.
Christian Finn.
And there's McCarthy. That's not. Yes.
Yeah, it was McCarthy's.
It was McCarthy there.
They're at the 24, first and 10, Chelmsford. Toss. And high. He's been a little bit high. We've got a flag. This might be an illegal hit on the receiver. Maybe McCarthy was the illegal hit.
I
Personal foul both ways. On Dracut.
Yeah, he didn't point.
Yeah, I thought he was going both ways. Personal foul on the Middies.
And
you guys are right. This is going to get a little bit chippy unless the coaches get this under control.
Well, the referees are going to do their part.
Yep.
So.
They've already started.
Yep.
You get money. So we're going to get a 15-yard penalty. Going to take the ball.
I like that Coach Kaiser came back with that isolation play with Vecchione in motion. Give him an extra blocker for Sal, and Sal made a nice cut to the outside. And so between Vecchione, Finn, and McCarthy, we picked up 24 yards, as you said, Bruce. And now we've got this personal foul on top of that.
At the 12.
Whoa.
High snap right through the
Ball
hands
on it,
of
Matt. That's it.
And he did cover it at the 22. That's a loss of 10. So the Lions go from the 12 back to the 22. Watch the snap.
Yeah.
And that was high, but it was catchable.
It was definitely catchable. Matt does a nice job. He doesn't try to pick it up and
still
do
got to look
anything
at
else
your
with
hands.
it.
Got to look at it.
Yep, got to look it in. Absolutely.
Kind of looking at the defense there just a little bit, I think.
Jet sweep
He
fake.
keeps it. Runs it through the middle. Short yardage gain to the 20. Picks up 2. Tackled by French. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 18 for the Lions.
Great complimentary play off of that fake jet sweep is a drag back across the formation to a receiver.
Lions have 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Number 17 for the Lions is
Mitchell.
Brian Mitchell. And we're ready to go. Matt steps up, screen to Lapoli, has some blocking, has some yardage, and takes it down to about the 5-yard line.
Just about, not quite
About
first down territory.
3 yards short, I believe.
What a great screen that was.
That was
set up so perfectly. You watch this replay. Dracut just completely bites. There's nothing but green and maroon in front of Sal.
Matt did a nice job looking that off, too, to start with.
He did. He did a nice job of looking off to the secondary.
It's 4th down and 3 for the Lions. Oh, they're going to try the field goal. They brought Hennessy into the football game.
But you can't get to 24 without a field goal.
That's
As
true.
I recall,
That's
that was
true.
my prediction.
Somebody said that. Ball down, kick up. Kick is perfect, and that's the
Nice
3rd
kick.
field goal of the season for Mr. Hennessy.
Yeah, nice job by Kevin there. Good, solid kick. No doubt about it.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back with the kickoff.
We do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
When they test you, stand firm and move only when you hear the seatbelt click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
El mensaje de texto típico te distrae del camino por casi 5 segundos. A velocidad de carretera, recorrerías un campo de fútbol americano. Evita textear, evita chocar.
Bruce Spime, Howie Neal, Rob Russo, Ronald Berman, John King, a cast of thousands.
Yeah.
And George Simonian, who is right now a very happy man. Last week, not quite so happy, but right now he's kind of a happy guy.
I like it when he's a happy guy.
I don't think he has a great deal of love for Dracut in his blood. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hennessy's kickoff. It's a short one again, and the Lions may have it. They do have it, I think.
Yes, they do.
That's Vecchione, right?
No, number 6.
That's
D'Angelo. Cameron? Is it Cameron? Yeah, Cameron D'Angelo.
Wow, Dracut's got to step up and make that play. So the Lions are going to start on the 31-yard line.
All right.
The guys on defense would like to play a little bit, but they're going to stay on offense, which is really a nice treat. Does he go for the whole thing on the first down?
Yes. That's what you do.
Yep.
Go right for the jugular.
He hands it to Lapoli. And a good hole, and he takes it to the 25. He's had a good night so far.
I think he's probably averaging close to 4 yards a carry.
I think so.
We'll find out from our statistician on Mr. Lapoli, please. Pickup of 5. 2nd and 5.
Number 5, Eric Lefebvre is in there.
Option to Vecchione. Gets a block on the corner. Turns it upfield. Gets first down.
Yep. Again, good job by Peter McCarthy out there.
Yes.
Keeps the defensive back from closing on Mike Vecchione. Here's the replay.
That's
Here's
another
the
shout out
pitch.
to Coach Rapone, too, with the blocking of his receivers.
Yes. Yep.
That's a pickup by the sophomore, the young Mike Vecchione. It's his 10th carry of the season. He's averaging 6 yards a carry. The ball is at the 25-yard line. Fake toss, Lapoli, straight up the middle. The Lions are just too big and strong right now for the Middies.
Yeah, they've been on the defense has been on the field a lot,
Right.
obviously, the 2 turnovers, and they're starting to get fatigued. It's a hot night. It's warm. It's humid.
8-yard pickup for Lapoli. Ball is at the 10-yard line.
High snap, handoff to Lapoli.
Lapoli's got the 10, got
he's
the
in.
5, and he's in for the touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run by Sal Lapoli. And again, that is his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken a big 16-0 lead.
Sal's showing some speed, too.
He is.
Finally
Quicker.
he's getting a chance to, stretch his legs.
Here it is.
The holes are opening up. Here's
There's
the
the
trap.
replay
with
here.
Slattery coming across.
Watch
from left to
watch
right.
50 right there.
Slattery establishes position. Didn't even have to hit anybody. There was nobody
he,
there.
He could have turned up in the hole to get
And
the
look-
linebacker.
Look at McCarthy again on the outside. What a job he's done. Ball is down. This kick is good. And Hennessy has his 5th point of the night. And he has 11 PATs. Interesting, guys.
Yep.
Only 4 Chelmsford Lions have scored this season.
Huh.
4 guys.
Unofficially, Sal's got 122 yards thus far in this half.
In how many carries? It's official, yes. How many carries? 15. So, Rob, you're right about maybe 7 or 8 yards a carry. 8 yards.
Just trying to get you warmed up so we can keep the window open.
She's perfect on the night, but I think it's the assistance that she's getting
It
over
is.
there from
Our guest, John King.
Mr. King. The ski coach, he's looking for a little colder weather than he's getting right now. But we're not. All right, this is Chelmsford's best play.
Hey.
The kickoff. The best play they have.
Now you're going
And
the other way,
the
this,
other
time.
this time. And they caught it. Now, does he fumble it?
Oh, he's still on his feet.
Yeah, nice return.
Still on his feet. Good return.
Fought hard for that return. That was number 1, Lincoln Lassard.
Brings it out to about the 46, I think.
So Dracut will finally go on offense. We've got some interesting action out in the parking lot. We got a lot of flashing lights over there.
Yeah, the EMTs are there.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, something going on.
Was there injury? Did we have a volleyball game going on?
We're the only game in town
Oh,
for
boy.
Chelmsford.
Huh. 17-0 Lions. 5:15 is remaining in quarter number 2. Lions are on the verge of breaking this one wide open. It's been a while since McCullough has been in the football game.
Yeah.
McCullough, handoff with
French.
running room. That's French, and picks up big yardage to the 41-yard line.
Picked up 13.
So a quick hitter, and Dracut is on the march.
Cut back against the grain. Found a seam in Chelmsford's defense.
It is at the 41. It's 1st and 10 Middies. Can't get lax here. You don't want to give them a score before because they get the ball to start the second half. McCullough keeps it and gets swallowed up. Maybe lost the yard. Lapoli right there on that stop.
Along with Jake Ferrer. Right?
Ferrer,
Jacob, yep. Ferrer, is it?
Ferrer, yeah.
Ferrer.
He's a big boy, 6 foot, 230-pound senior.
270, I have him in class.
270?
Yep.
Oh.
Apparently, the fall's been good to him.
You serve snacks in that class of yours?
Is this
I wish I did.
Is this a chef's class or what?
Second and 10. Blitz. Now they back out of it. Now they come. And they're right there again. Lapoli. And who else? That same guy at the bottom? Is that Ferrer again?
Ferrer again. Yeah.
Good combination.
Chelmsford playing with some good attitude. We haven't seen, I think, on as a defensive team, you need to be a little chippy. Not that they're being chippy, but
aggressive.
Good attitude.
Very,
Aggressive.
very.
Right.
Yes. Third and 10. Dracut.
Well, I think their performance last Saturday was outstanding, and I think they gained a lot of confidence from it that they can play and cause problems for any talented team that they're playing against.
Direct snap, blitz, and it's caught, and it's short of the first down.
Yeah, they are about be 4th and 4,
and
perhaps 3.
Will probably go for this. It's 4th and 3. They're at the 32-yard line, 33-yard line. Actually, it's closer, I think, to the 34.
It's close to just over the 4.
So it's a 4th down play here for the Middies.
Coming on 2.5 minutes left in the first half.
It's a throw. It's deep. It's interesting. So the Lions will take over with 2:23 to go in the second quarter.
Lions were lucky on there. As you can see here in the replay, the defender didn't know where the ball was.
Dracut was a little bit lucky. He pushed off.
He did push off. Yeah, he pushed the Chelmsford defender away.
Now, I think this is a good stop because Dracut will get the ball to start the second half because they deferred. So, obviously, if Chelmsford could minimally kill the clock, that's a good thing. But if you could put a score in right before you go into halftime, that could be a couple nails in the coffin.
We'll see if we can get into Coach Kaiser's thinking.
Houghton hands it off to Vecchione. He's taken down for a loss.
Little slow developing there.
Yeah, that was very slow. Loss of 4 on the play. And we're going to get the 2-minute warning here. And we do get the 2-minute warning. And it's going to be 2nd and 14. First half has moved along pretty well. We're still short of 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we have a great band performance for you at halftime. I think you'll really enjoy the musicians of Chelmsford. Matt Sexauer doing his usual great job with the Chelmsford Marching Band. Lapoli gets outside and is hit at about the 35 and thrown backwards.
Sal, in my opinion, should have kept going to the outside. He cut back. He's coming right at he's going to the left.
Why is Dracut not taking a timeout here? It's 3rd and long.
Sal should be going out there, but he wanted to cut back in where the traffic was.
I'm very surprised that they did not take a timeout. Did the Lions put it up? Why not? Vecchione in motion. Looking for McCarthy. Whoa, Caruso, and it's incomplete. Caruso just couldn't quite hold on to it. It's 4th down, and Dracut has wasted 30 to 40 seconds. Maybe they just figured they'd start the second half with the football. Bunn God, his third punt of the night.
Maybe they were just worried about giving Chelmsford, too much time.
True. Clock management. Boy, it is sometimes a bugaboo of teams. Maybe they'll turn it over on the punt. They're coming. And a real good kick by Bunn God.
Going to get some roll.
And got a great bounce.
Down to the 15.
Still going.
14.
Wow, that's a 15. That's about a 50-yard punt for Mr. Bunn God.
He had a nice little spiral.
And we've got a flag.
Flag about on the 40.
Yeah.
The Dracut 40.
Maybe
a personal foul against the Lions.
So the Lions will be assessed 15 yards, 56 seconds. Boy, I have to admire, though, the spirit of the Middies. They don't have the bodies, and you wonder how long a high school can sustain football with such limited amounts of people.
Chelmsford suffers, not that we're in dire straits, but we've gone from 110 sophomore through senior program down to probably 75 this year.
Right.
Yeah.
This had to be against Dracut because they moved this ball back to about the 4-yard line.
Oh, well, yeah.
He signaled Chelmsford at first and then assessed it against Dracut. So I like that idea. That works well. The Lions can call timeouts now.
Just under a minute.
Yep.
And we have to assume that Coach O'Keefe is accurate, so.
Oh, yes. I would never doubt him.
To be determined.
Quarterback keeps it and gets out of bounds. That's good.
Yeah.
McCullough kept the ball himself.
No gain.
Nothing, so that stops the clock. It's 2nd and 10. So the scoreboard again with Coach O'Keefe shows 3 timeouts left for the Lions. And Rana verifies that. McCullough drops back, fires over the middle. Could have been picked. Vecchione was closing on it.
The intended receiver was Nick Carter, number 24, on a deep post.
Now they're in a mess because it's 3rd and 10. They've only taken about 11, 12 seconds off the clock.
And they're deep in their own territory.
Very deep. The Lions, I'm sure, will come after this punt.
Well, 3rd.
We'll see what they do on 3rd down. And he runs it straight ahead, does McCullough. Chelmsford should call timeout. And they did. Coach Kaiser right on top of that. I think he heard me.
I'm sure that's it.
That was it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was it. I'm sure. I'll talk to him about that later. It's 4th down. That was a nice pickup by McCullough. Picked up about 9. But I don't think Dracut's going to gamble at this point.
Not down here.
And might not be a bad thing now to put a return on.
Like a single.
Yeah, that
single receiver.
Safe.
They may be blitzing.
So that kind of indicates that they might be going for the block.
French is the kicker.
French is standing on his 2. Good snap. And he gets off a very good kick.
Get away from it.
And the Lions, he kicked them out of a real problem there at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, Chelmsford.
He matched Bunn God foot for foot.
Yes, he did. That was an excellent kick.
Yep. That was about a 50-yarder as well.
Yes.
Went out of bounds on the Lions 41.
The Lions have time for 2 or 3 plays, but depends on how they want to do it.
I think you'll just see Sal.
Yeah.
Sal with the handoff, probably another power.
Right.
You want to have some forward momentum. You can't take a knee. Dracut still has 4 timeouts.
If he breaks it, all the better. If not, you've got a 17-point lead. Putin rolls it out, fires it sideline, incomplete. We've got a holding call. It's almost as if now the officials are trying to think, let's see, 5 penalties for one team, 4 for the other team. Now I would take a knee and go to the locker room.
Well, again, Dracut has so many timeouts that you have to move the ball and kill some time.
He should be on the 31.
And once again, a reminder to stay with us for the Chelmsford High School halftime show featuring bands of McCarthy and Parker Junior High School. Chelmsford Marching Band will not be on YouTube, but it will be shown on TV. We're looking forward to it. It's 1st and 20 at the 31. Lapoli with a big hole to the outside. And picks up about 11.
That should be the last play unless they...
And Dracut will not take a timeout, I don't believe.
Sal with a straight arm hit Dracut in the face. No call, though.
I didn't see it. Yeah.
No.
There's the face mask. Sal got spun around.
Yeah.
Should have been called. Boy, you got to see that. You got to see something like face masks.
Yeah, and especially in the open field like that. It should have been obvious.
Coach Rivers is going to the officials on the side, checking out. Going to talk to them on the way out. His team is down 17-0. We've got a great halftime show just setting up for you. Stay with that. We'll be back with the second half following the halftime show. There's a shot of our parking lot.
Earlier, the excitement, I guess someone passed out, but they're okay.
Oh, good. I don't see my car there, guys. I hope it's still there. All right, stay with us.
Oh, emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
a little and eating better.
Hey! Turn here. There. Hey. Excuse me.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
All right, the Lions are back on the field. Dracut's back on the field. We're just about ready to kick it off. The Lions were lined up, and now they've gone to the sideline to see Coach Kaiser, and whether this is a timeout.
Oh, no referees.
Oh, Mr. Peterson has figured out that there are no referees to start this second half.
They having an extra hot dog.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
The referees, yeah, where are they? What happened?
They did realize this is a two-half football game.
Well, they did tell Coach Rivers what time to be out here.
Yeah.
Because that's when Coach Rivers went over and spoke to him just at the end of the first half. Here they come.
I'll be honest, this is embarrassing. To have the teams all lined up and they're not even in the building. Here they come. So the Lions will try to do this again. Hennessy has pooched a couple in the first half, and two of them led to Lion recoveries.
Yeah.
And we'll see what he does with this one. Rob's got a score from Lowell.
35, what did I say,
35-13, I thought you said.
Yep. Everett over Lowell.
Everett rated number 1 in Division I, Eastern Massachusetts. Carter and French back deep. Hennessy, let's see if he hits it hard or pooches it.
Carter the near side, French the far side on your screen.
This time he drives it, and it's going to take a bounce. That's Carter. Picks it up finally, and with good speed. And that's a good tackle there by
Finn.
Christian Finn, and that was a hole developing for Carter. So Finn brings him down across the 30 to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Dracut. Just quickly in the first half, Salapoli 17 carries for 136 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Yeah, we've got some remodeling going on over here. Mr. King is dropping all kinds of equipment, but he's got it squared away. It's a rush by French, and he rushes right into the arms of Christian Finn. He has had a dynamite football game tonight.
3-yard, 4-yard loss.
French the ball carrier. No gain on the play. In fact, that's how he said 3 yards backwards. That's not the first play that Finn has made tonight either.
He's got 4 solo tackles and 1 assist.
4 solos and an assist for Christian. Pretty good night already. It's a toss. Once again, taken down on the outside, and that one was
Jack Slattery, I believe.
It was.
Yep.
Mr. Jack, nice play.
No, I'm sorry. No, it's 59. Sorry. Brendan
Puck, our pregame guest. Nice job by Brendan. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 14 for the Middies. Just underway, 3rd quarter. And the smoke is rising across the way from behind the Chelmsford stands over there. Something's going on. Maybe it's a barbecue. Flag on that play, holding against Dracut. The Lions take the penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 24. The ball is back to the 13-yard line.
They'll have a halftime
17-yard line.
halftime score from Lowell Everett, 42-13. Everett.
Wow, 42 points in one half. This is a go, McCarthy.
Oh, nice.
And incomplete. Almost a nice catch out there.
Great extension by
Simpson.
Simpson.
Matt Simpson. It's going to be 3rd and 24 now for Dracut. They're not finding a lot of success running or throwing the football. I'm not sure of the stats. We'll see if we can get it for you on McCullough's completions in the first half. He didn't have many, if any.
No.
He had 1, thank you, for 7 yards. He is back in the shotgun. Vecchione comes on the blitz. McCullough steps up, runs for good yardage, and is knocked out of bounds short of the first down. He got to about the 30, which is a gain of 11 or 12, but it's 4th down. Good job by the Lions defense.
All right, French will be back kicking again, punting, and back for the Lions, McCarthy and
Vecchione.
Right. Michael.
French is standing. He's shown a good leg. He's going to be kicking this from about the 20-yard line. And another good kick. Fair catch. McCarthy drops it, covers it. Woo! These punts this year have been an absolute adventure
Yes,
for the
they
Lions.
have. That was a little bit of a knuckleball type of punt.
Yep. 1st and 10, Chelmsford, ball at the 39-yard line. The Lions will go on offense for the first time in the second half. And once again, Sal with 136 yards, 7 carries. Quick math, that's about 6 a carry. And Sal has it again. And my quick math was much too quick, and it is an
8-yard average.
8-yard average. He picked up only 2, however, on that play. Second and 8 for the Lions.
Very quiet crowd.
Very. Great halftime show.
Yes.
Those both bands excellent. Hooten with the football straight ahead. It comes across the 45.
3rd and about 4.
Yeah, good pickup by Matt Hooten. Only completed a couple of passes in the first half. The Lions didn't throw it much, 9 times. Just, I think, mostly to keep the Middies honest. We'll call it 3rd and 5. He's going to throw it. Looks for McCarthy. And intercepted. No. They're saying on the ground. They're saying incomplete. Close. And the Lions send the punt team.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if we get a replay of that from this angle.
Here it is.
I thought that was an interception.
I did too.
The defensive back went up.
No, it hit the ground. Yeah.
Almost an Edelman type catch.
Yes, yes. It's not often that people go up with McCarthy in battle and he doesn't come down with it. Bunn God to punt it. Nice defensive stand by the Middies. Good snap. And
A
kind
good
of
kick.
a good spiral kick and taken down. Lapoli, the snapper, took down the ball carrier, Nemesis Lopez. And Dracut will start this time, 33-yard line, 1st and 10. So far, we've got a punting contest going on in the third quarter. And you're right about the crowd. Very quiet.
Yeah. Well, we lost those middle school band enthusiasts.
Yeah. Exactly.
They did a great job at halftime.
McCullough calls signals. Keeps it. Runs across the line of scrimmage. Picks up good yardage. And driven back. Vecchione, one of the Lions. Who else is there? Lapoli? Yeah, Vecchione and Lapoli. Lapoli does not leave the field. He snaps on punts. He snaps on extra points. Pickup of 7. McCullough has shown that he can run the football.
He has good foot speed.
He does.
He does. Yeah, he does. I think you'll see my guess is the old a zone read with McCullough and French. French has run very hard when he's carried the ball.
It is McCullough, and he has first down yardage. Drives across the 45 to the 47.
Good gang tackling by the Lions there. Slattery, Lapoli,
and
McCarthy maybe?
McCarthy, yes. Peter McCarthy also. But it's first down yardage, and the Middies are on the march here to the 47-yard line. Far from over, a 48-yard line. Far from over is this football game.
Chelmsford a little bit flat, it seems, coming out of halftime.
Yes.
And Dracut seems to have made some adjustments and is finding some success with the running game, not so much the throwing. McCullough has not thrown well.
He hands it to French, and he gets stopped. Fumble or helmet. It's a helmet.
Any luck was on a head still stuck in it.
Wow. Good stop by Slattery. And Brendan Pock came outside of his headgear.
He's got to tighten that helmet. That's the second time in 2 games his helmet's
Yeah.
popped off. End zone view on the replay.
Yeah. Good shed by Bunn God, forces French deep.
And there comes the helmet. Good hit by Pock, but keep the hat on. 2nd and 9.
Interesting play last night in the Patriots game when the helmet came off.
Yeah.
McCullough, quick toss, completed. And a fumble. And the Lions say they have it.
And we have a...
McCarthy got the football. The officials have not said yet. And I guess they are coming off. Drake is coming off the field.
Yeah, here's the replay.
Here it is. Take a look.
McCullough got rid of the ball quickly.
That was Carter, I believe, on the reception. Yes, it is. And let's see what happened.
Drops the ball.
Oh.
McCarthy.
McCarthy
right.
caused the fumble and picked it up.
Yep.
Or
That's
recovered.
definitely a fumble.
Yep.
All right, the Lions get it. It's at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. So we're getting a couple of turnovers here tonight.
Yeah. Dracut must feel like the snake bit.
Handoff Lapoli. He's met at the line of scrimmage, stumbles forward for maybe a yard or 2. I think the Lions are trying to establish the wearing, hopefully being able to wear down Drake.
Yeah.
But they're standing up in the third quarter very nicely. Gain of a yard.
Matt seems a little inaccurate tonight, too.
He does. He does. Vecchione with the football. Gets outside to the 45-yard line.
Looks like they're marking 44.
So it's going to be 3rd and a long 5. Vecchione dragged down. Didn't see the number of that Johnny King did, though. Number 8. 8 is the tackler, Kyle Silva. Lions trying to pick up the first down here. Boy, this is a beautiful night to play football. No wind. Very nice. The Poli ran into his own man almost. That was Bunn God.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 4th down. He did pick up maybe a yard.
William Peters, number 54.
Did a good job.
A good job on Bunn God, and then was able to slow down Lipoli.
One step right or left, and it was a
big play.
Big play for Sal.
It's 3rd down, 4th down, 4 yards to go. The Lions are in that formation again. Punt formation. Bunn God has punted many times tonight. Do we know how many?
Go with
number 4?
I'm going to go with 4. I think
it's 5.
This may be the 5th.
5th, right. You guys were right.
Another decent
Good
punt.
Kick, fair catch, taken at the 30-yard line.
Nice job catching that. A lot of Lions around there. Yeah.
Lions have to. I'm sorry.
Lopez, and go ahead.
Lions have to settle down. I think they come out of halftime. Offense is a little. Snaps are high. Reads are not quite there, and defensively, I think they need to kind of pick up the pace a bit.
I'm watching the technique of the handoff between Hooten and Sal, and the ball seems to be up awfully high. And
because I think he's getting the snap higher than usual.
Oh, that may be okay.
At the 30, Dracut with the football. McCullough looks to throw, flushed out of the pocket.
Bunn God
running to the 32 and taken out of bounds.
Nice job. Chris Bunn God was in there in a hurry.
Wahid drove him out. Bunn God did make a nice play. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. Boy, this, if you're watching or scouting and looking at this quarter, here it is on the replay. To watch Wahid come up to make the stop. This could be one of the most dull quarters I remember in a long time.
Yeah.
Don't want to use the word boring, but it's close.
Well, both teams have lost a little bit of the vinegar that we saw in the first half.
They sure have. 2nd and 9. Toss outside, complete, steps back inside, and close to first down.
Short by about 2 yards.
That receiver is Matt Simpson. And it is short, but not by much, maybe a yard. 3rd and long 1, short 2. We're keeping the clock moving in the 3rd quarter. That's one thing that is going on.
Yeah.
McCullough back to throw and completes on the sideline.
Yeah. Carter.
Nice job, Carter, with the first down catch. McCullough has picked up the passing game now for Dracut.
Well, the Lions are playing off, giving them about a 6-7 yard cushion. So the Middies are going down about 5 and running stops. And McCullough's able to deliver it in a hurry, and receivers are making the catch before the Lions can make the tackle.
Dracut is averaging 21 points a game. They're giving up an average of 23. So they're just about on their average defensively. Carter again, and he's presenting a real problem out there on the corner for the Lions.
Same pattern.
Same pattern.
Same
exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
It's like the same play.
Yep. Yeah.
Wahib out there on the stop.
Little press coverage out there to take
First-
that away for a while.
First down, they have taken the ball across the 50 to the 44-yard line of Chelmsford. And they have gone to the well 2 or 3 times now with Carter. He's their leading scorer. He has 5 touchdowns on the season. He's got some speed. Have to respect it. They look the other way this time. They look for the sideline and complete, I think.
Yes.
But only a gain of a couple of yards. Completed to number 2, Jacob Rivers.
And
That's
Rivers
gain
up
of
gimpy. I don't know if he's got a cramp.
Gain of 4, but he is hobbling. Coach's son. So it's going to be second and a long 5 for the Middies.
Yeah, he's got a cramp. They're working on him on the sideline.
Here's the catch. Nice job. Finn and McCarthy. French football. Not much there. It's going to be third down.
Brendan Parker, the tackle.
Brendan's making his presence felt on the defensive line. 3rd and 5 for the Middies. 39-yard line. This is 4-down territory when you're down by 17 points.
Got a score in from Bill Ricker, North Andover, 14-14 going into the fourth quarter.
Wow, Bill Ricker in North Andover in a real dogfight. 2 teams in the same division with Chelmsford in the MVC. McCullough rolls it, fakes the toss, throws it out of bounds. It's going to be 4th down and about 4 or 5.
Good play by McCullough. He was going to be losing about 10 on that play, so he
chased by Lapoli out there. Here it is. He really didn't have anybody. The Lions had covered that well. And there comes Joe Veck to force him out of bounds. They go back to Carter again, do you think?
They're bringing Carter
this side. No, they're not.
No, Carter is not. Oh, he's lined up as a tight end.
That's
on the right.
Yep, tight end right. Left for you.
Bottom of the.
Yep. And timeout by Dracut.
A little confusion on where people are supposed to align.
Well, Chelmsford took the timeout.
Yeah, I think Coach Kaiser was concerned about the trips with Carter at tight end and the 2 wideouts outside of him.
There's Sal Lapoli there. Pat Tenaglia, the defensive coordinator. He coaching along with Pat Hickey and Mike Lapoli, Eli Chumbakis, Mike Bernazzani, Lenny Rapone. He's probably dancing right now, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Knowing Len's probably out on the dance floor.
We are keeping him updated, though.
But we're passing along information to him. He insisted that we keep him informed. All right, Dracut is back. Lions are ready. This could be Dracut's biggest play of the football game to this point.
All right.
McCullough has French beside him. He looks to the sides, trying to find Carter. The Lions are chasing him, and he's still on his feet. He throws it.
For
this
grabs.
could be intercepted, and it is. McCarthy picks it up. He's at the 40 and taken down at the 45-yard line. Peter McCarthy, that's his first pick of the season, I do believe.
Yes, it is.
So the Lions stopped them. They stopped them in the right way without a punt. And they will start again from the 45. Here is our replay.
Replay, good pressure. Good pressure from the left side. And then McCullough was able to get around the corner. But unfortunately, being a left-handed thrower, it was difficult for him to throw while going to his right. And
John, go ahead.
He
John,
hung it up in the air, and you'll see Peter McCarthy go up as high as he can to pick it off, which is what a DB should do at its highest point.
John Proyer was the person that was doing the chase of Mr. McCullough.
Here's the replay again from ground level.
What he saw was number 10, Lopez.
Yep.
Pretty much all alone, right about the 5-yard line.
Chelmsford first offensive play from scrimmage is a 9-yard pickup by Sal. He has it again. And he gets met at the line of scrimmage right in the hole. No gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and about a yard.
He must be down to about that 6-yard average now.
I would think so. Yeah. Give us credit, will you? Kyle Durkin on the stop for the Middies. It is 3rd down and a yard. .7. We're getting there, partner. We want him to go the other way.
That's right.
We want him to go higher.
He'll bust one right here for 10 or 12.
Vecchione. Hooten close to first down. Not sure.
They're going to have to measure.
I would think so.
Let's see.
He's not going to get it according to the line judge on the other side of the field.
No, this is going to be 4th down and very short.
Yeah, he actually lost.
They're going to measure it. But it is, from our vantage point, we're looking straight out at the field. It looks like 4th down. No doubt the Lions will try to get the first down. That is a good break for Chelmsford because it's the end of the 3rd quarter. Just as we were at halftime, we're going to take a break, come back with Chelmsford's 4th down play.
Maybe they're not measuring. That was just the end of the quarter.
Right. I think you're right.
There's the Tundra.
Tundra. Having a great time.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
When they test you, stand firm and move only when you hear the seatbelt click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Rob Russo and Howie Neal and John King and Ronna Berman, I'm Bruce Byam, and we're all pleased to be here. It's 4th and about a yard, a half a yard for the Lions. They have their offense on the field. And what great replays we have gotten tonight from our crew in the truck and Tom and Dan. Just a terrific job, as always.
And the officials are just making sure everything is ready.
Okay, they've blown the whistle. Lapoli. Got first down. Okay, nice drive. Second effort by Lapoli there to get the first down. He was hit, but he drove through it. And the ball is going to be placed at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, Chelmsford.
That's the type of play where you don't try to do anything but get that yard.
Right.
You got to go 100 miles an hour. And, you know, trust that there's going to be a little bit of an opening.
Yep. High snap. Lapoli doesn't get much this time, but dives forward to about the 41. Picked up 2 or 3. Lions are going to really want to grind the clock now. Little gimpy in the middle is Brendan Corcoran, number 77.
Right guard.
Yeah, he's fighting it off, though. Gain of 2, 2nd 8. Lions are showing the I formation now, which they have not done much this season. Mike Vecchione is the up back.
I think they a line like that, and then get the call from Coach Kaiser in the back split.
They separate
one way or the other.
Almost a wishbone. It's
there
a toss. Vecchione gets a block from McCarthy. Slightly around the corner.
Yep. Mike's got to plant and cut up.
A little quicker.
Yep.
Joshua Salem on the
Now we got a flag, late flag.
Going to be on Dracut.
Dracut, little personal foul, unsportsmanlike.
Both ways. Offsetting.
There was some chirping after the play was over, I saw. If we have a replay, you might see it.
You don't think they were talking about what they were going to do for dinner or pizza after the game?
Well,
Probably
maybe
not, huh?
they were warning each other which pizza places not to show up in, maybe.
Yeah.
That was very little gain for Vecchione, if anything.
If you don't get north and south right away, then
Yep.
it's a tough play.
Because you've given so much yardage on the toss.
Yep.
Joe Vecchione is at the in the football game now in the slot. Caruso out wide. And they administer both penalties, offsetting. And we're just about ready to go. The Lions are averaging 24 points a football game and giving up 18 a football game. So they're pretty much on a par. They have been a higher scoring first half team than second half team, and that's held true tonight. Toss, Lapoli, and dives close to first down yardage. Joe Vecchione just wiped somebody out downfield. And
French.
He is a tough customer. It's going to be fourth down and first down. It's going to be first down.
First down.
Gave
Yeah.
him the first.
Nice pass, catch, Hooten to Lapoli. He's doing it all. Ball's at the 36-yard line, the 33-yard line. Mike's giving Mike O'Keefe on the scoreboard is on the 30, but they're not quite on the 30.
He's a little rusty.
Yeah. Inside handoff.
The flag.
Was Lapoli. Let's see what the flag is.
Way in.
Holding. A third or fourth holding penalty on the Lions. Wow. That is right. That's just amazing.
I'm amazed that that call was made by the side judge
Yeah.
down, out here by the down marker.
I wish we had a way of the officials communicating who the offending player is.
Or name and number and
exactly.
color and number.
They do it in hockey. They do it in basketball.
Yeah.
Why not in football? First and 20. Lions look to the side. Hooten runs the option. Vecchione down the sideline, picks up about the 10 that they lost.
It's down to about the 26 or 7.
So he actually picked up much more than the 10. He picked up 15 or 16 on the play.
That time Matt held the ball a little bit longer, which sucks in the defense and gives Vecchione the corner.
29.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Coach O'Keefe is a little rusty. He's got the 39 up there. All right, we're getting some.
29-yard line.
No, it's not.
Hooten keeps the football. Comes across the 29 to about the 28-yard line. It's going to be fourth down and just about 5.
Looks like it's on a 28. Yeah. Can't see with the Dracut Middies in the way, where we have to get.
Third down, excuse me. I forgot the penalty down. Lions taking a lot of clock, very similar to what Ridgewater Raynham did to Chelmsford last week in the fourth quarter. Lions have taken a timeout.
Yeah, it's not going as crisp
right
as the first half. You know, play calling, execution.
It's one thing that the plays coming in every down from the coach. It seems to takes a little bit of the momentum out of the offensive drives. I think in some cases. Mikey Marshall right there with the headset on. Dave Kaiser in the huddle. He knows he wants. This is important first down for the Lions. Scotty Merrill and Chris Harrington.
Got a little pass play going there. Joe Vecchione got a lot of instruction on the sideline, so I'd watch number 9 in his spot. He's in the backfield.
Instead, it's Sal up the middle for the first down, and we've got another flag.
Probably holding.
It's got to be holding again. So we'll hold on the first down.
It's against Dracut. Face mask.
Face mask. A lot of flags in this game tonight. Going to have to wash those things, I think, before the next game. So that will extend the play. Take it deep into Chelmsford territory.
Inside the 10?
Inside the 10.
Or just inside the 10.
Yeah.
The length of the football.
So it's first and goal for the Lions. Trying to add to their 17-point lead. Lipoli, short yardage. Tackled by number 71 for the Middies, Andy Damaris.
Another flag just went out.
We'll take an extra shot by a Dracut player.
Well, how many carries, when you get a chance for Mr. Lipoli, please? 24 carries in this football game.
Personal foul, Dracut.
Wow. That's going to be a first down. It's going to take it inside the 5, half the distance. You guys both said it before the game was just a little bit old, that Dracut seemed to be playing with a little bit of a chip on its shoulder tonight. And the coach is going to take a timeout, and he's going to talk to the referee again. They have had numerous conversations tonight.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. We'll come back.
Unsportsmanlike.
Bye-bye. Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Is that a final?
Welcome back. The Lions are back on the field. They have it set up now at the 4-yard line, first and goal. And we are on TV.
Right?
I don't know how good we look, but there we are.
I look good. I
don't know. Yeah, Johnny King looks good. I get a lot of razzing about the clothes that I wear from the
wardrobe.
Truck. Yeah. I thought that they were supposed to provide wardrobe.
Well,
for
you know,
us,
I may have negotiated a better position, but you negotiated a better clothing contract.
Lipoli at the 5, stiff arms into the end zone, touchdown. His third of the night for Sal Lipoli. And the Lions now have, with 5:29 5:28. The clock's still running. And Mike's going to shut it down at 5:25. 23 rather, 0. And the Lion defense has been impressive the past 2 weeks. Hennessy will attempt to add his 3rd extra point to go along with his field goal. Coming in, he had 9 extra points. He's going to attempt to add his 12th. He's getting close to Peter McCarthy for the number 2 spot in team scoring. Kick is perfect.
Yeah.
And someone said it in the booth, I think it was Mr. King, that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers might have won that game if they had Hennessy kicking. We'll take a break.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Kevin Hennessy's about to kick it off. He hits it hard and deep. Takes a bounce for Carter. Nick Carter straight up the middle with some speed. Has a couple to beat. And he is going to take this back all the way for the touchdown. That's about an 80-yard touchdown return for Nick Carter, putting the Middies on the board.
See if we get a replay, see where he picked it up. He did a nice job, picked the ball up on a tough bounce. Here's the replay. Looks like about the 20, Bruce. Yes, about 80 yards.
Yeah, just about an 80-yard return. Outruns the last 2 Lions and takes it into the end zone. The kicker is the quarterback, McCullough. That's Carter's 6th touchdown of the season.
And, Carter is the holder, is he? No, that's not. Is that McCullough's the holder?
Yeah, it's Durkin is the kicker.
Oh, Durkin, 30.
Right.
Is it 34? Yes.
Ball is down. Durkin's kick is good. 24-7. A little life for the Middies.
That's right.
We'll take another break.
I like to eat apples and bananas. I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Dracut has just attempted a very successful onside kick, recovered by Devin Lambert, and Dracut now has the football in Chelmsford territory. The Lions had their hands team in the football game, but here's
just
the replay.
A very well executed onside kick. took a good bounce right at the appropriate time, and Chelmsford just couldn't field it.
So Dracut will get it at the 49 with 5 minutes to go, and they're not out of this yet. That was well executed, and the Lions have given them a big opportunity. French goes in motion. That looks like holding on the outside here. McCullough keeps it and goes out of bounds. One of the Lions on the side next to us was being manhandled with hold. Pickup of 7 by McCullough. Has it at the 41. And he gets out of bounds, which of course stops the clock. Here's the replay. There's at the top of the screen.
They might have been hooked. Their equipment might have been hooked.
Maybe. Carter is at the top of your screen. They're looking for him. He gets flushed out of the pocket and taken down by Vecchione.
Vecchione on a blitz.
That's Joe Vecchione.
Virtually untouched.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Loss of 5.
He got around the edge very quickly. You'll see him coming from, let's see.
From the left
on the left
TV.
From the left on the screen. Yep.
There
There
he
he
comes. Untouched. Once a wrestler gets you in his grasp, you're not going to run away too many times. It's 3rd and 7, 8 for Dracut. We had a good crowd here tonight, spurred on, I think, by the junior high musicians, but a good crowd nevertheless.
No.
McCullough fires, stop and go, and read beautifully by McCarthy.
Excellent play by McCarthy.
4th down, broken up. Here it is.
You
Watch
see the
McCarthy close.
Juggles the ball in the end.
Going to be coming right at you.
There is a flag down on this play. Here's McCarthy. Oh, boy.
Dracut, the receiver, did a great job defending against
Became a defender, yes.
That's holding on Dracut. And the Lions refuse it. So it's 4th down and 8 for the Middies.
They got to go for it, I think.
Sure. Nothing to lose here.
Nothing.
Ball is at the 46-yard line. Next week, the Lions travel to Tewksbury on a Saturday afternoon. A rare, this year, 2 Saturday afternoon games, but Tewksbury always Saturday afternoon. And Tewksbury, once again, has one of the best teams in Division II. Here comes McCullough. They contain him. He fires it. This could be picked. Oh, that's interference on Mike Beck, and he's talking to him, but walks away. And he's still talking to him.
That was uncatchable anyways. They were out of bounds.
Right.
Chelmsford takes over a 1st down. Nemesis Lopez was the man that pushed Vecchione, living up to his name there in some ways. He was a nemesis.
Yeah.
1st and 10 Chelmsford at the 46, and I know they're going to try to run this clock out. Is it too early to talk about predictions? I think Howie and I had a similar score.
Yeah.
It's never too early for you to talk about predictions, especially when it's in your favor.
We didn't include Kevin Hennessy's field goal ability.
That's right. Lapoli, big hole and big gain. And we get another flag. Here they come. Actually, Mr. Byams was 21-7.
Yeah, Howie and Bruce had
we had the same score.
Same prediction.
Yeah.
I gave Dracut a little bit too much credit for offense, but I'm dead spot on.
But you're right on the Chelmsford score.
Yep.
So we got to give you kudos for that. That is a holding penalty on the Lions. I would venture to guess that there probably have been 10 holding penalties on both teams tonight.
There have been a lot.
This is a time when it's Just play, guys. Just play. I want to thank John King for his help tonight.
Staying up past his bedtime.
Yeah, he's getting a little tired over there. Just back from Florida.
We'll make sure he gets home safe.
Lapoli taken down. Short gain. Made a nice trip down with his daughter who's looking for schools. I think John is encouraging the warm weather schools. Short gain on the play. Ball's at the 41-yard line. Chelmsford in absolutely no hurry to snap the ball. So the Lions are going to take their 44th victory in this series with Dracut against 30 losses in game number 70. Lapoli, boy, is he going to be tired tonight. Fights back to the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be about 2 minutes by the time the Lions snap this next play. Got to give the Middies credit. They fought hard. I think they were undermanned tonight. Certainly undersized.
That's what I was going to say, Bruce. They were undermanned, numbers-wise, but they played very hard and showed a lot of athleticism, a lot of hard hitting.
They did. They did. We got to credit Coach Rivers because he's keeping the kids involved. They're playing with energy. But David Kaiser will now go to 3-2 on the season. He'll get his record to 7 wins, 9 losses, and he's climbing up toward that 500 mark. Okay. We are ready. That was the 2-minute warning and a timeout by the Lions. We're trusting that Mike O'Keefe is right on the button with this one. Sal spins and bumps forward across the 50 where it will be 4th down. And I'm going to go back to Runner one more time on how many times Sal has carried the football. It's 4th and 6 for the Lions, and they will punt it.
They got a timeout called.
29 carries for 170. That's almost 6.
Pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, can't get any closer. 5.9.
4th down.
Take care, John.
Bunn God to punt it. The Middies have nobody back deep. They're going to make sure the Lions do, in fact, punt the football. Now they bring a couple of guys back. One of them is Lopez, number 10, and the other one is Carter. Very good snap. And
good high kick.
Real high. Good distance, good bounce. Great bounce. Somehow Bunn God knows how to get that ball to go forward.
Yeah.
It's he kind of short-legged it because there was some pressure right on him. He still had a nice little pop on it.
Yeah.
He hasn't got it to turn over, so when it comes down, it's coming down with the back point first, and that's why he's getting that roll.
It's a 1st and 10 for the Middies. The ball is placed at the 15. Where are we here?
Looks like about the 9,
right.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's where it is. It's the 9-yard line.
Might be nudging the 10, but
yeah,
very close.
Minute 25. I don't think the Middies can go that distance. Carter is dangerous. McCullough
got a new running back.
Hands it to a new running back.
Number 20.
And that happens to be Kuzi Vadudu. I was hoping he'd play because I couldn't wait to say that name.
Yeah. He's a junior.
4 yards, and he's at the about the 14 almost. McCullough keeps it. Gets knocked out of bounds on the corner by
24.
Yeah. New
Picks up
number
a
for
first
the Lions.
down.
Jake Combs, fumble recovery tonight. 40 seconds. It's a first down.
Jake is filling in for Andy Shaw, who's been injured and is on the inactive list.
Couple more snaps, and I think this one is going to go into the record books.
He has some new linebackers in there, 47 and 52.
McCullough, outside speed. And Rob was holding his breath because he was looking for that score. Furrier has the football. But it's a first down pickup. The clock will stop with 28 seconds. And that's a pickup to the 41-yard line. And the clock now runs. We're under 20 seconds to go. There's the band. Still with a lot of enthusiasm. And a good carry and a good tackle. Tackler for the Lions. 51. Yeah. And we'll get his name.
Joe Grandi.
Yeah, Joe Grandi.
They got a lot of new numbers in there for the final play.
First down, 2 seconds. They probably won't get this off, and they won't. The game is going to end. The Lions are going to win it by a score of 24-7. A good effort, not a great effort, guys.
No. A good first half, I thought.
Yeah.
Good first half. Second half was a little flat.
Yeah.
I don't know if they felt like they had the game in hand, but they got to finish.
I thought a very conservative game plan by Coach Kaiser tonight. Maybe trying to protect Matt Hooten just a little bit. Didn't throw it much. Terrific game by Sal Lapoli. That was an outstanding job by the senior running back.
Good blocking by the offensive line,
yes.
And lead blocking by Joe Vecchione, too.
Yes, excellent.
A lot of isolation plays.
Peter McCarthy and a couple of good blocks on the outside. Christian Finn,
both sides of the ball.
Sal just showing a little bit more maturity and experience at that running back.
Right. So a good win for the Lions. They go to 3-2. Thanks to Rana for doing a great job. Thanks to Rob and Howie. And we'll see you in Tewksbury, I hope. And hope the Lions can make it 2 in a row. Congratulations.